Taurus, hi. Thank you for joining me for your April 2018 Astro Tarot forecast. I am shuffling the Lover's Path Tarot by Chris Walder, and I am excited for the forecast. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do use a new tarot deck every month, and I like to switch it up. So let's start this month because we have some aspects that are a little harsh for everyone, not just you, Taurus. And it starts on the 2nd, and it has to do with Mars being conjunct Saturn at an exact 8 degrees. So Mars, this planet of aggression and harsh energy, is exactly sitting on top of Saturn's controlling, limiting energy, restrictive energy. So this is all occurring in the 9th house of belief systems, politics, what is close to you in terms of your makeup, not makeup that you wear, but your human composite, you know, who you are, who you identify as. And there could be some aggressive energy. This is not a day to be reactive if someone calls you out. It's not a day for being online. There's a lot of aggressive energy to this, and we will see it globally and in our government and in our leadership positions. There's a dismantling, a deconstruction, and a rebuilding happening. And the 2nd of April and the 26th of April are days of some abrupt, chaotic energy. Pluto retrograde will be conjunct Mars at an exact 21 degrees in Capricorn in this 9th house on the 26th. And that is an explosive energy. It's people that want to start a fight, want to start a war, and they want change, but they don't know how to quite get it. So there's catalyst energy here. People are ready to take defensive positions, and you just don't want to insert yourself in the middle of all of this drama. So Taurus, I would suggest staying out of it and keep your ears open and your eyes open, but don't react to what is being said around you. It's a lot of button pushing happening now, and on those dates in particular. And combative energy. Watch when you're driving. Just proceed with caution in the whole month, but especially those dates. On the 14th, Jupiter sextiles Pluto in your 7th house and 9th house. There's a beautiful, expansive energy. Your relationship dynamic could be changing, but in a way that elevates it, in a way that helps it to elevate in how you're connecting with one another. Are you really hearing each other on the same levels? You could desire change, and travel would work for you in this connection and partnership, but after the 15th, Mercury's still retrograde the first 2 weeks of the month. And on the 15th of April, Mercury goes direct at 4 degrees of Aries. And that is also the same day we have our new moon at 26 degrees of Aries. And all of that energy is conjunct Uranus in Aries, which is surprise, insight, electric insight in this 12th house of intuition. Taurus, you are extremely psychic on the 15th and even 2.5 days after. I'm feeling like there is an abrupt fresh start that happens, but it starts here. Next month, you take physical action on this. So there's a 28 to 30 day internal planning happening for Taurus and Taurus rising and Taurus moon. So please watch all 3 of those for your forecast so you can get a big dose of the cosmos this month. Chiron and Juno assist in healing in the 12th house. On the 17th, these asteroids move into Aries and joining that new moon energy and Mercury. This and Uranus, this is a quick round of resentment healing and deep subconscious habitual rituals or habitual patterns that are unhealthy can be released for Taurus strongly. If you ever wanted to quit a habit, Look to the new moon or around the 15th, 16th, 17th to start a new practice for the betterment of your health, because you have such amazing assistance in the 12th house of release and the undoing of habits. So you have assistance here, Taurus. On the 19th, the sun enters Taurus. Happy birthday, happy solar return. And you are shining, literally, because the life force is in the first house of self and body. You might really appreciate this birthday because Venus moves into your money sector a few days after on the 24th. And this is attracting some wealth into the life of Taurus and Taurus rising. There's a strong self-confidence and self-value and security that is lit up when Venus is in this sector. This could see strength in your budget and how you finance your life. On the 29th, we have our full moon at 9 degrees of Scorpio in your 7th house, conjunct Jupiter. The big wind moon. This moon is right up against Jupiter. It's going to be huge. And there's closure in your marriage sector. It doesn't mean you're all getting divorced. It could mean that some of you have, and you've healed from that, and you're willing to step out of it and move forward. It could also mean that some of you are just seeing what needs to be seen in your partnership sector and your business relationships. Your business connections are strong because Jupiter is there. But you need to see people for what they really are and what they could really give you. Not everybody's can really provide what they say they can provide. Here's your cards for the month, Taurus. I am available for personal readings at audreyalison.com, and all of my links for what I've got going on are below, so if you're into it, take a look. The first card for you for the month, wow, this card's been out a few times. 5 of Cups. It's an emotional month. Remember that the light is on. There's a few lights on in that castle. You don't have to cry over losing everything in life because you have 2 cups standing and 3 are spilled. Move forward with what is in that full cup. The glass is half full, not half empty. 2 of Fire. Wow, this is the only time this card's come up. Soulmates, lovers intertwined, attraction, fiery, creative, inspiration, having the best of both worlds, a creative lifestyle, and looking to the future. Now, some of you, 7 of Swords, 7 of Arrows, some of you have relationships where he's lying there and she's got a million things to do, and he's just willing to lay down and call it a day, painfully. And she's thinking, look, I can take these wands, or arrows, and I could go. He can keep the 2. I can just go with what I can carry in my hand because his stress and anxiety is too much mental burden for her to bear. Someone in Taurus's life could be, what I'm channeling right now could be happening. So save yourself. Put yourself over things that would just rather lay down and die. If you're not going to fight for elevation and a higher purpose and happiness, if you're dwelling in your own misery, then you can do it alone. Transformation. This is Pluto. Look at that. It is the card of change. It is the death card, but it means there's endings. And some of you Taurians aren't maintaining this relationship anymore. Some of you are inspired with new passions, and you're tired of feeling this way. You want all of the cups upright, not just a few of them. So, honestly, it is a time of change this month. It's almost inevitable. We've got Pluto involved, the planet of change in a lot of these transits and aspects. And when it comes to Saturn, it's about what you can learn in order to move forward. And I do think it's time for Taurus to pick up the arrows, the things you've learned, and move forward. I hope this was helpful for you, Taurus. I'm wishing you a beautiful month of April and happy birthday. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.